Right, quick video. It's basically this week's on the bench video. I've had a quiet week this week. I've just had a lad who got in touch with me a month or so ago. A lad called Sam Ferris who's got a lovely Fender Jaguar Special that we taught him wanted a refret doing, but we had a couple of things to discuss because it's scalloped from the 12th fret upwards. So I agreed to take the job on, as you do. He's just bought the guitar round. Never crossed my mind to do any research because a refret's a refret, it's what I do and I love doing them. But when it got here, I didn't have a levelling tool. Well, I did, I've got two. I've got the Fender, Gibson, and a double-sided PRS. But this Jaguar has got a 24-inch scale length, which I didn't know, so I can't use these. So let's go and order one. Now, England being England, there's no Luther tools in England, you can't get them. Unless you go to Crimson Guitars, and they've never got what you need. They only do really basic stuff. Even though the stuff's good, because I've bought some, I know it's good, they don't really do the stuff you need. I need these with the grooves in the right places. So these I've had, I normally get from Greece, from, is it BMI, GMI? Wherever, anyway, wherever. So I've had to go and order some from, and they're coming from Portugal. So they're not going to be here till the end of next week, so I can't start the job. But I want to take you through this guitar and show you the difference between this guitar and a regular guitar, and how we're going to go about the refret. Now, it's in its case, obviously. There's a guitar, it's a Fender Jaguar Special, looks lovely. Pair of humbuckers in there, normal regular switches you get with your Jaguar. Looks very, very good, very nice. But the difference with this is it's been scalloped from the 12th fret up to here. Now there's absolutely no way I can do this job properly without getting this neck absolutely level first. So I've got to buy this tool that sits across the length. So I can't start without that. And then, when it comes to taking these frets out, we've got to be very, very careful because we've been scalloped. We don't have a lot of material to work with. So what we do is, we've got to be very, very careful taking these frets out. And how we do that is, we're going to be glued in. How we do that is, we heat the frets. Now I've got an adapted soldering iron with an adapted tip with a groove in it so I can heat these frets properly. When I take them out, I'm going to take them out very, very carefully, make sure the glue's melted. So when we pull them out, we don't get no chips, don't bring no wood out with it. Because the problem with these is, with being scallops, we've only got a little bit of a ridge to sit the frets on when we refret it and put the new frets in. So that's how we're going to go about that. The neck's beautiful. The neck, there's absolutely no relief in this whatsoever, it's straight as a die. Which I'm going to leave it like that, I've decided. I'm going to leave it dead straight. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to measure the frets when I can. I'm going to take the frets out this week. I'm going to take the frets out tomorrow probably. And I'm going to measure the frets and I'm going to go with virtually the same size frets. I'll go as big as I can. Might go a little bit bigger. I've measured these, they're 2.9mm wide. They are quite wide. So they're almost getting on for the size. I thought the medium jumbo size anyway. They probably are, but they're very flat. There's no way I get away with dressing these frets up this end because they're too flat and I don't want to be faffing about up this end. So I'm going to look for something round about 2.93mm wide and 1.5mm high. It's going to give us a lot of weight. I'm not going with stainless steel because they knacker your tools up, but I'm going to get the hardest alloy I can on these. I'm going to get them ordered in a minute. Well, I'll get them ordered when I've measured one. And I'm going to blob on with it. Now I'm not going to be able to get this done. He's got a gig next week, Sam, and I said I'd like to have got it done, but see, I can do the job in a day easy. But with this being scalloped and I want to take more care, I'm going to give myself 2 days on this, and I'd like to have got it back for him for next week's gig, but now we're to order parts from Portugal, it's just not possible. So I've told him, I've messaged him, I've texted him and I said, look, it's going to be a couple of weeks now. He could have it not next weekend, weekend after, so that's going to be it. But I'm going to video document this. I've got some other stuff to be getting on with, but nothing major, nothing worth talking about, and nothing you probably haven't seen before. I've had a really quiet time lately. I'm going to be winding down end of the month because I'm going to be going away, tattoo holiday. all my amp money I've saved up for the amp I'm going to get, I've now spent on holiday to go and get some more tattoos done. So that's going to be that. So I'm going to be winding down. I'm not taking no work on from the 29th of June because I'm going to be going away on the 3rd. And if I take no time after the 29th, anything I do get in, I can get finished before the 1st, which is what I want to do. And I'm going to stay shut until the 18th of July, so I'm going to be shut for 3 weeks. So I'm going to cram in as much as I can up until then. I've got a few bookings. I've got 5 or 6 bookings in the book here, all big jobs. And I've got a business venture. I'm not going to mention who it's with, but it's a well-renowned guitar builder, a luthier from England. And he's getting on a bit, and he needs someone to take over his electrical jobs and his setups, and we've had a chat, and it looks like I'm going to be taking that on. I'm going to post more news about that later once I've been to meet the bloke. So at least that way it's looking really good for me. I'm going to be getting a lot more work, so that looks really promising. I'll give you more news on that later when I know more about it myself. Anyway, for now, it's Sunday the whatever it is of June. Is it the 10th or something? I'm not quite sure. That's Christian Guitars for this week. That's what's on the bench. That's what I'm going to be getting on with. Until next week, be good to each other, and I'll see you soon.